big beautiful world called planet Earth, we all have these moments in our lives where we feel proud or we feel accomplished or another words to describe that. I can't think of any right now off the top of my head, but there's words that can describe that. Everyone has gone through that at least, I want to say at least 100 times, maybe even more than that throughout their lifetime. Whether it's finishing one of our favorite books, whether it's finishing a TV show that we really love, or maybe just even like, or finishing a video game that we really wanted to finish, or it could be a movie, it could be a podcast we started listening to, it could basically be anything. That exists in this world. That it could be doing, starting and finishing our laundry. It could be making our beds. It could basically be anything in this world that exists that makes you feel like you did something right. And I'm not saying every single person has done that, but there's a great majority that have done something like that, and that's just it. It may not seem easy. It's like, say like you like to clean up your room and make sure it's nice and organized and things of that nature. Or you have a bookshelf that's neat and clean. Now, I'm not saying I have that, but if I did, I'd be excited about it. If I, like the movies I have, some of them are on DVD, by the way. I know those are obsolete now, but there's still some that exist. The thing that you guys are sitting on, it's a completely clean DVD collection that I have. And my Pop Funkos are in a nice, neat fashion. Some of my books are in a nice, neat fashion. Not all of them, but some of them are in a nice, neat fashion. When I watch a film, or I watch a TV show, or I read a book, or I finish watching, reading, or playing a video game, or something along those lines, I feel accomplished. I feel like, hey, I did something that that I've been working on for a long, long time. And sure, it may take a little bit of time, but eventually you finish it, you feel accomplished. It doesn't have to be just watching a movie or watching a TV show from start to finish, or reading a book from start to finish, or cleaning up your room, or making your bed, or taking out the trash, or starting and finishing playing a video game, or starting and finishing watching a YouTube channel that you've been trying to watch for a while now. It could basically be anything in our lives that exists. It could be just being a whatever it is, a great friend, whatever you do as a job. It could be something like that. It could be being great in a relationship. It could basically be anything. Now, with that being said, I do have some news. I did end up watching the Voice season, the part 2, and the person that won the show was actually from Sacramento, but then she moved to Paxton, Illinois when she was, I don't remember how old she was, but that's beside the point. All I'm saying is that the person I voted for, which was Gina Miles, ended up winning it. So this is how it went down. I believe Nuevas finished in the 5th. Then, yes, that was what happened. Nuevas finished in 5th. Then it was Sorella who finished in 4th. And then it was D Smooth who finished in 3rd. And Grace West finished 2nd. And Gina Miles won the whole thing. She was coached by Niall Horan. And Grace was coached by Blake Shelton on his last season, last night, all of that stuff. And then, don't get me wrong, every single one of those performers, every single one of those singers, whatever you want to call it, were amazing from start to finish, but Gina Miles went above and beyond every single performance she had, from the blind auditions to the battles, to the knockouts, to the playoffs, to the voting. She did it all in every single aspect of her singing and all of that stuff. And she had a great coach. Niall Horan's was on a singing competition himself. Was it American? No, it was X Factor, I believe, that he was on with the band One Direction, with Zayn Malik, Harry Styles, him. I can't remember who else is in that group. I think there was one more. I can't remember his name right now. It's not coming to me, but yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Congratulations to Gina Miles for winning the 23rd season of The Voice. Now we move on to the next season, season 24, the first season without Blake Shelton on it, because the coaches will be Reba McEntire, Gwen Stefani, Niall Horan's returning, and John Legend's returning. So basically everyone on there except for Reba McEntire has been a judge before. And I'm just gonna wait and see who's gonna come out of this next season, and we got a couple birthdays to wish. Before we do that, I do want to say this. There's a couple things that are happening over the next 3 days. Like today, we have to go to the pet store and get some cat litter and such, so we can be prepared for that for when we're gone next month. Tomorrow I'm gonna go to the grocery store and we're gonna go to breakfast. Then Saturday, I'm hoping to go see The Little Mermaid in theaters, and then that's basically all that's happening for the next 3 days. Now let's get into birthdays. So I would like to wish Ellie Fowler-Goot a happy 35th birthday. We got a couple birthdays on Instagram, so let's just dive into that. We got happy birthday Breck Bassinger, happy birthday Dre Greenlaw, and happy birthday Alexandra Reisman. Or Ryman, I think that's how you pronounce her name. Now, the next birthdays I don't have are not until, there's one on YouTube tomorrow, and then the next time we have birthdays on Instagram is not until the 28th, which there are 2 of them. And then there's 3 birthdays on Instagram on the 29th, 2 birthdays on the 28th on YouTube, and 2 birthdays on the 29th on YouTube. And then that's it for birthdays of the month. There are no birthdays on the 30th or the 31st. Right? Yeah. No birthdays on those days. But so we got, what did I say? Just a few more birthdays. And then I will see, be the very best version of yourself that you can possibly be for yourself. And believe that your true love story exists and it's out there somewhere. And you don't have to go looking for it. Just know that it's out there somewhere. And I will see you tomorrow with a brand new vlog. And bye-bye.